Welcome to Happiest Places Home, the interior design channel. I'm Suzanne, an interior designer and your hostess. In this video, I have some really fun things coming up. Pottery Barn Dupes is the first thing. And if you love the Pottery Barn look, but you can't afford that big budget that it requires, I have some great savings for you. I have a lot of holiday items in this video. They're popular things that they're selling this year for much more, and I will save you so much money. Now, I also have a few things that aren't holiday, but that are decorative and can help enhance your holiday decor. And then I have gift ideas for you after that. I think we're gonna bang out your holiday gift list really easily with the videos you've already seen, this one, and then all those coming up, because we'll keep doing gift ideas until the day. Now, you're probably decorating a lot this weekend, so I have one little quick tip for you that I think you'll appreciate. Maybe you already know, but maybe you don't. So stay tuned for that at the end. Our first dupe is from Macy's. It's a pine cone tree, and it's really beautiful. Whether it was a dupe or not, I really love this one quite a bit. But if you do buy the Macy's version, you'll be saving $40 from the one that they have at Pottery Barn. So they're both conical trees. The Pottery Barn is 2 inches higher. So Pottery Barn's 20 inches high versus the Macy's, which is 18 inches high. And Macy's, when it's not on sale, the regular price, $59. It may be on sale when you take a look at the link that I have in my description box right now. So give that a try. Either way, the $59 is a great price compared to Pottery Barn, which is $99. So a $40 savings for a product that I actually think is superior to the Pottery Barn one. Macy's has this vine going up it that I feel like is preferable in my taste, and it has a little bit of a snowy look to it, which is really elegant. So I think you've got that rustic luxe thing that Pottery Barn's going for, or it could even be modern farmhouse that Pottery Barn's going for. But with the Macy's, it just has a little more interest with that twisty vine. I prefer the pine cones themselves, actually. I feel like they don't look as weird to me. I still love the Pottery Barn one, but this one I would get if it were me. And I would probably get 2. And this is a good time to do a designer tip. If you are having trouble getting something to look just right, sometimes elevating it with a small book, it doesn't have to be a coffee table book, or with one of your cake plates, perhaps a smaller item like a gift box that's wrapped would look really nice with holiday decor. But just kind of staggering things to see if it changes the look of what you're going for in case it's just not looking right. If it's looking right, don't bother touching it. My last video was a shop with me video at Pottery Barn, and I asked the viewers to make a mental note of our entrance to the store because it was flanked with 2 Pepperberry wreaths, and they looked really pretty. Pepperberry wreaths are kind of just a very Pottery Barn look, and Pepperberry wreaths, it's hard to say over and over again, those have been in style since the 90s and really haven't gone out of style. So I don't think you can go wrong with those. And even though they're kind of modern farmhouse, they could also go with a lot of different styles because it's just a classic item. It comes from nature. And I think they always have a beautiful impact. Now I found you 2 dupes for the Pottery Barn one. Now let's start with the Pottery Barn. There are 2 different types for sale online, and one is 17 inches. So it's meant to be a mini wreath. So we're going to set that aside for a minute. And the normal size, the 28 inch, is $149. And it's a beautiful wreath. But I have a great alternative from Target. I have one from Target and one from Walmart. So we'll start with Target. It's by the brand Threshold. Those typically are fabulous products in my opinion. And the Target version is $30. That's such a savings compared to $149. So that I don't have to do the math, you're saving $119 by getting this wreath. So I think it would be nice to get two to put them on either side of your door if you have a double door, or beautiful for a single door. And they look really nice indoors too, maybe hung in front of a painting or a framed photo and things like that. All right, so what a savings, and the Target is a very beautiful product, but I also have one from Walmart for you, and the Walmart is $29.87. So it's just about the same price as the Target, but I'm thinking if you're buying other things at Walmart anyway, and you're getting like potentially a free shipping situation, you might want to get one from them. Or if you're getting $35 worth of things at Target, so you just have to spend $5 extra, you'll get free shipping. So I think these are great alternatives to the Pottery Barn, and I hope that you do too. Now, in working with that theme and doing what Pottery Barn did in the store, which is 2 Pepperberry wreaths as you enter, and then more beautiful Pepperberry things throughout the store, especially in the front of the store, was what their intention was and what they did. So let's talk about the next thing that I have, and that is a garland. Pottery Barn's Pepperberry garland is 5 feet, and it's $129 for the 5-foot garland. So I have an alternative for you from Walmart. Theirs is lit. The wreath from Pottery Barn was lit, but my other 2 were not. So we're backing up, but you can buy these beautiful sparkling lights, or you could get it non-twinkling from Target, and they're from Wonder Shop, and they're on sale a lot of the time, but the regular price is $5 for a strand, and it's quite long. It's going all the way down my kitchen island, and you can see there's one string going all the way around there. I just wanted to show them off because I knew I would talk about them in this video, even though I forgot when I was going over the wreaths. But you could just buy a $5 version of this. It's battery operated. You flip the switch, or you can put it on a timer. I haven't done that yet. The print on them is very small. I have to get a good look at it. But so you could spend the $5 in addition to that $30 wreath from Walmart or Target and just have the same look. I think these are really beautiful, and they have them, mine's copper, but they have them with silver as well, and they have multicolor lights as well. They have warm or brighter. Mine are the warm version. I'll tag those. I'll tag all of the things that I've talked about so far. So the Walmart garland is 5.9 feet. So it's just about a foot longer than the Pottery Barn. And the Walmart is $14.99. Now, forget the idea that we're even doing a dupe. I'll tell you, a $14.99 garland is very affordable. They're generally right now $35, $45. I saw one at World Market a week ago or so that was $29.99. I was pretty blown away that they had that price, but this is something else. So it's a Walmart product. It is lit, pre-lit. So you could use this on their wreath. By the way, it's from the same manufacturer as the wreath. So you would get something that looks quite similar if that's what your intention was. And so for the wreath, you could use these lights. I don't know if you can see it right in front of me, but you could use these lights. This is also from Target from last year, Wonder Shop, and I just thought it would be cute to wrap with the lights, just so I could show you the lights, but so that it's not just a string of copper there. All right, so we've got the garland, but now I think you're really going to like this. I also have a dupe for cone trees that are Pepperberry. Now at Pottery Barn, they have a pretty version that's potted, and it looks a little bit rustic because of that, but it also looks interesting because of that. And the Pottery Barn versions, the 24-inch is $99, and the 38-inch, which is rather tall, is $179. The Target version, which is my dupe, the 18-inch is $15, while the 12-inch is $10. And then I just discovered that there is a larger one, so I think that's just going to end up going in what you're looking at. So the larger one I think is $25. So you can get a trio just like you can at Pottery Barn, but you'll be saving so much. And I like the Target ones they have a variety of different red tones in them, and I like that a lot. So theirs are beautiful. In a past video, I showed you a way to take your typical flower arrangement and turn it into a holiday look. And that's right behind us. I don't know if you can see it. But when I was in the Pottery Barn store, I did see a white amaryllis bundle in a vase. It didn't look like much. I think you could do more to it. But I was thinking, if you were going to do a holiday looking flower, the more elegant way to do it is to get a white amaryllis. So the Pottery Barn bundle is very cute, but it's stout, and it's $39.50, and you get 3 kind of wide bloomed flowers. Well, I found an alternative that I like, and I wasn't going for the exact same thing. What I was looking for is a white amaryllis that I thought looked very holiday, but also kind of luxe. So I did find something for such a great price. Stems are very expensive lately, aren't they? So I found something great at Walmart, and it was the Mainstays brand. It's their faux amaryllis bouquet for $5.98. What's interesting about this is it also has other elements in it that are really wonderful. It has pine cone picks. It has, as far as I can see, 2 ornaments, but it might have more. And then it has a twig that kind of swirls, and a few pieces of evergreen, like there's a pine, and then there is, I think it's a Virginia pine. It's the soft touch type on one side, and maybe some other things mixed in there. So what it is you're spending $6 to get all of the elements that you would be adding with picks if you wanted to make it super holiday. And if it were me, I would buy 3 of them at least for a bouquet, because then it would have a lot of fill to it. If you buy 2 and just 2, your arrangement kind of turns into a V look. And as much as you play with those flowers, it's not making a round head. So I would do 3. That's what I would do. But that's up to you. Now this will be tagged. It's not easy to find unless you're really digging, so I would use my tag for that, not just to benefit me and my channel, but because it is tough to find, I think. So you'll see it from both sides in those visuals. I found a dupe for Pottery Barn votive holders, and that is not this. These are some that I bought to do this demonstration because I didn't want to buy the dupe because I just have been spending too much money. So I got the cheapest ones I could find, but I like my dupe better, which is from Ballard Designs. And I'll let you look at that for a moment, but I'm going to open these, and what we're going to talk about is the magic of votive holders and what they can do for a space. So these were $14.99 at home, and I like them a lot. But if you wanted to get the look that we saw in the Pottery Barn store, there was a beautiful collection of votives that were varied in design, which is very popular right now to have them that way. They were inside of a pine cone garland as a little, let's call it centerpiece, but really it was on a coffee table, and it looked really cute. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the magic of some votives to kind of do like a little quick makeover on just what you're seeing behind me. I think these are going to end up on my linear fireplace. I have a little hearth in front, which I created myself. And I really need to share the idea with you. But I feel like that's gonna happen in January because I think we need to be a bit holiday-ish right now. All right. So that was $14.99. You get all of these. I'm not in love with these little votives that I own, but you'll see the effect anyway. All right, so now you can see that it just looks a little bit more magical behind me. And I know that you know about votives and that they're pretty for design. It just makes the whole place have a little extra sparkle that is especially needed at the holidays. But the other thing I wanted to mention, earlier we talked about books or something to lift up your items. Well, if something's just not coming together, whether it's a collection of something that you have, maybe vintage Santas, whatever that collection is, or if it's just a few items, if you're just having trouble getting it pulled together, votives can really do that for you. The other thing is, on a long dining room table, or even a circular one, but let's say especially a long dining room table, if you have an abundance of things flowing, ribbon, some florals, picks, and then decorative items, bouquets, and it's all looking beautiful together, just a few votives around can really do something for it. Now, I would use faux flames in there like I'm doing, except that I don't really like mine. I would get ones that look a little more white than this. It's so yellowy. But I also love a silver votive at the holidays. And that's what I'm showing you from Ballard. So why don't we get to that? But I just wanted to share the magic of votives and see if you felt that it also just kind of makes things look a little more sparkly and fun and more festive. When I was looking for dupes, I spotted a few things that I thought that I would include, because as we approach the holidays, sometimes we're getting super critical of our home, knowing that more people are coming over and seeing every bit of it. And I was thinking, sometimes you just are motivated at that point to do great things for your home than you are the rest of the year, because it's like a rush. Now, I know that the holidays are overwhelming. They are for me too. I feel like I'm very behind on everything that I have to do personally. Not on the videos, but personally. That's very me. I'm sure it's you too. Now, as we feel like we're overwhelmed and you feel like I'm not adding one more thing to my list, then ignore this, but maybe experience it with me for something that you would look at as an improvement in January. But it is to add some beautiful wallpaper from Target. I've purchased Threshold wallpaper and have used it to great success. There are two that I have my eye on for myself and projects that I'm working on. But I wanted to share it because I thought there is a slatted wood that would make over behind your fireplace if it's just a plain wall, and if you don't have maybe a stone fireplace or whatever, it could just make it look like it's a little extra special in that portion of your living room. But we all know the wall that needs a little something. I always say art. I mean, art's the easy answer, but this wallpaper is so affordable that you could really have such an impact, instant impact like that. I keep doing this thing in this video, but it's 27 feet. Now that's a typical length for any roll of wallpaper. So if you're comparing it to, you know, designer wallpapers, this is much more affordable, and you may need a few. You can do a wallpaper calculator online, just Google it, and it'll tell you how many you need for your space. I would always get more, and you will need a tool to do your wallpaper that I'll also tag that. Even if it's not taggable, I'll make sure there's a link for it because it's like $5 to $10 and it makes everything so easy. The other one that I loved is a designer partnership, and guess what? I forget the name, Jungalow. And I forget the woman's name that's with that partnership, and I'm sorry. But she has really cool things, very unusual, eclectic looking things that just, I feel like are so stylish. And I noticed that she had a plaid wallpaper, but it has accents in it that are making the plaid more unique than your traditional. You can get a plaid wallpaper that just is a little more interesting and different. So it looks like the plaid, but it's just a little extra special. And is it the same price as, yes, it's the same price as the slatted wood. And I feel like that's kind of a traditional with a fun, unique twist, and the other one's more modern. But wouldn't that slatted wallpaper look great with all of the red pepperberries? Anyway, it would look great with black and white framed photos with the big mat, you know, it would look great with a lot of things. The slatted wood I was talking about. All right, why don't we get into some gifts next? And I have some really interesting things for you. This gift idea is something that I really wouldn't mind receiving myself. And it's something that I think most people would appreciate. It is a monogram tote from Ballard Design. First of all, it's very natural and pretty fabric, but I love the idea that it has a leather strap, so that's very nice. But it also comes monogrammed. So you're paying for the tote bag. The medium is $25, the large is $29, but you're just getting a monogrammed look for $5 extra. And their monograms are beautiful. There are so many different choices. You can play around with it on the site to look at what different threads look like, different designs and things like that. So I really like the khaki or tan looking one, the beige, or the black for myself. But the blue would be great if you just don't have something blue to carry when you're wearing blue outfits. It could be like a little supplemental piece. But for me, I would probably use this just to bring extra things with me when I'm going out for the day. So not everything fits into your handbag that you need. The next gift that I wanted to share with you is an iPad pillow. So if someone already owns an iPad, you can lay down with it. You could just have it on your lap while you're on the sofa, or I just stand it up. As you can see, I've been using it in this video so I can see my iPad. I've had this for a while. I'm going to tag it, and it's only about $15 depending on where you get it. But I'm going to tag the one that I find that is the best price, okay? And I think that it will be Walmart, but we'll see, because sometimes prices change. So I wanted to mention, so if someone already has an iPad, this is the most handy thing ever, okay? So that is that gift idea. I have a gift idea for a man in your life if you really just don't know what to get them. Sometimes cologne is a nice gift and it seems luxurious. Well, I asked my hairstylist what type or what gift he would want. He's the one who said cologne. His recommendation is Tom Ford Noir Extreme, and he does wear that cologne and definitely has it on his list for Christmas this year. So he's a very stylish individual, so I thought it would be a good idea to ask him what's at the top of his gift list. I'll tag that. I'll tag it with the best price and offer that is going, and I thought that would be a good gift. Dave doesn't like cologne, so I ended up thinking this is good because I don't know. Now, he also said what he would really want is a Nespresso machine, and there's a cool looking one, so I'm showing you that, and I'll tag it at the best price that I can find. So those were the two ideas from him, and I thought they were quite good. But we got talking, and I told him about a gift that my family got. We bought it as a family for Christmas one year, and I was pretty young. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this in a video, but we bought a cappuccino maker, and it had the milk frother, and it was very like a good brand. And all of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, because we always had a full house, it would be shifts of people coming and going. I in particular, but all of us, were making people cappuccinos left and right, and they loved it, and it was delicious, and it was really fun. And we put them in holiday teacups at the time. But that's a really great gift for a family, just very cute, or a cute gift for a couple. And I think I'm already right now showing you two different ones. So there's a lower price point and then a more luxury price point. Do you want me to tell you what Dave wishes he could have for the holidays? It's new AirPods, and I can't link those, but I'm sure you could go out and find a great deal on those throughout the holiday season at all different retailers. I am going to just show you this right here this way. I did have one viewer say, I wish you would demonstrate all of the tips that you're giving, but I can't always do that because, you know, I have things that I have to do around the house and it's the holidays. But I wanted to show you something. When you buy holiday lights, just plain holiday lights, whether they're outdoor or not, if you already know this, move on. But if you haven't heard this, you might appreciate. They come with extra lights. And when you see the one with the red tip, let me kind of, okay. This one, if you replace a light bulb with this one, your light strand will flash and you'll have the twinkle effect. A lot of people don't know what this is for, but it's also not that easy to do. If I insert video on how to do it, that's great. I don't know if I'll have time. If I don't, sorry. But anyway, you can play around with this. Now, a lot of us have pre-lit trees, and that's excellent. It makes things so much easier. But some pre-lit trees, the less expensive they are, you're not going to get that twinkling option. And if you don't have that, you can buy a single strand of lights that are just like your lights. And you can get that twinkle effect by doing this with a plain string of lights and just wrapping them in different areas on your tree. I've always done that and it's beautiful. Now I'm doing it differently this year on my own tree, but not differently than having a twinkle. Let me just say, I am using these in my tree to give it an extra twinkle. And it's just, I'm just using two of them and it looks like it's shimmering and you can't tell that this is what's doing it. And it's just beautiful. So P.S. I'll tag these and I hope you do buy them through my tag with all these fun tips. I hope you did have a happy Thanksgiving and I hope you'll really enjoy the decorating process. If you haven't done it already, most people do it this weekend that you're watching this. But just remember to take your items out, the boxes, the crates, and I wouldn't jump into the decorating as they come out because it's the getting the tree out and getting the tree in the house if you're getting it at a tree farm and getting all those decorations out. That's a little stressful. You want the decorating part to be very peaceful, serene, and fun for you and your family. Well, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. It means a lot. And in general, thank you for watching Happiest Places Home, the interior design channel. I'm really enjoying the festive season with you guys and hearing from you. If you have any thoughts, please go ahead and leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I wish you would. You know how sometimes you watch a channel for a bit and then you just never see it again? Well, I don't want that to happen to us. Let's stick together. So if you have an opportunity, hit the subscribe button. And that means I'll see you again next week, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.